Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 2. In the last episode, we got back the missile launcher, we made our way to the temple here, and we met with Umos, and finally got our proper mission here, which is to recover the planetary energy from Dark Aether and restore it back to light ether? Regular ether? They just call it ether. So that is our goal. We're back here, you know. Of course, I still think it is impossible for us to access that missile expansion. You know, still sad. So we're gonna have some more dark splinters here. You can actually kill some of them before they get possessed. So you can make it a little bit easier on yourself. I don't know why I'm like walking around in this corner area. It's not a very good place to avoid them. Alright, so those guys, not that big of a deal. We finally have missiles so we can, you know, deal with this blast door. And inside here we'll find our first energy tank. So, energy tanks just increase our energy by 100. There are 14 of them in all, just like the other Prime games, and Super Metroid. So, just have these green Creelies that we'll ignore because they're not doing anything to us. So got the instant unmorph there. Not that it really matters, but you can see that the way to the right is blocked now, so we can't go that way. We could go back into this area, but we don't really have much of a reason to right now, so the way forward is past this gate. Of course, once we scan it, you know, we're going to trigger the splinter hives there to the right. Or maybe not. In any case, some of the Luminoth corpses will have lore, and we'll get into more why this lore is important later, but Luminoth data pack translated, J. Fumi's Testament. Final entry, Warrior J. Fumi. I don't know how they intended you to pronounce that. Their army swells. Beasts and rogue machines join the ranks of the Horde, all eager to bring death to Luminoth. The Ing sent these new additions to the industrial site to do battle with me, while they watched from safety. Cowardly mongrels. My only regret in death is that I did not live to see the day of their defeat. May it come soon. So, won't shed light on exactly what the meaning of those lore entries are for a while. Let's see, is there anything to scan in here? I know there's a lore entry out here on the cliff. This is pretty cleverly hidden. So, Golden Age, our heritage. Our search for a home took us through the cosmos. For many a great cycle we roamed, yet a place to call our own eluded us. In time we began to despair, feeling that the search was in vain. We considered remaining among the stars until a scout returned with news of a world unlike any other. When we beheld Aether for the first time, so great was her beauty that we forsook the stars forever to live upon her surface. From that day forth, Luminoth were of Aether, our blessed paradise. Okay, we'll scan that in a minute. Behind this piece of webbing is our first missile expansion. It's a pretty easy one to get, so definitely worth, you know, the few seconds it takes to pick it up, even if you're not going for all of the items. So, we have an elevator here. It's basically the only way that we can go forward at this point, so we will take it. So we've landed in a new area. You can scan these. They're part of research. Agon bearer pods. Living storage units of Luminoth. Hardy desert plant form used to store useful items. Tough epidermis can be destroyed with weapons. The Agon bearer pod is a hardy desert plant form used by the Luminoth to store useful items and supplies. Its tough epidermis can be destroyed. Some of these get repetitive. Some of them include additional information. It's kind of difficult to tell which one it's going to be sometimes. It gathers trace amounts of moisture from the air and stores it in a number of chambers throughout its body. It can hold and process this moisture for weeks if necessary. So it seems like we're probably in some sort of desert area. Don't think there's anything else to scan in here. At least anything important. So just tell me that it's already activated. So in this room, we have another new enemy. These are Lumites. Photosynthetic flying insectoid. Relatively harmless in shadows, powerful and invisible in the light. The Lumite thrives on light and can render itself invisible to most predators while within it. When out of the light, the creature is relatively harmless, relying on crudely spat chunk of biomatter to defend itself. Once in the light, it can channel large amounts of solar energy into a deadly blast. So these guys will occasionally shoot stuff at you. They're not typically too dangerous. But there's another scan in here. Also research. Sandgrass. Sandgrass, indigenous strain of grass adapted to desert climate. Plant requires no moisture to survive, relying exclusively on solar energy for sustenance. Sandgrass scans indicate that... Okay. Skip this page. Making it well adapted for life in a desert environment. Evidence of extensive mutation present, suggesting radical bioadjustments within the last centicycle. Mutation source is not natural. Plant strain was genetically engineered, possibly by the Luminoth. So, would appear that we are in some kind of desert, as we will see once we open this door and get into the area proper. So, welcome to the Agon Wastes. It's kind of a bleak area. Yeah, lots of sand and rocks. So, if you missed the first Sandbat scan, you can scan them again in this room. I think they will keep appearing in this room indefinitely, so you don't have to worry about that. You can also get scanned for the Sand Digger here. Morphology Sand Digger, desert-based tunneling bioform. Extremely well armored, target exposed eyes to damage this creature. Scans indicate that the Sand Digger has a dual brain nervous system. Both of its heads are capable of attacking, disabling, and digesting prey. It fires globs of acidic digestive fluid at prey to cripple them and begin the digestion process. Its hide is very durable and resistant to weapons fire. Only its exposed eyes can be damaged. So in order to take the Sand Digger down, we'll need to target whichever eye is currently active. That is what getting hit by its acid looks like. And that is what it dying looks like. It likes to explode. So we've got more translator doors over here that we can't interface with. However, to the right here is a save station. And more sandbats. In case you missed that scan again. Trust me, it's a lot easier to get in the first room that we saw here. This is another one of those cases where they just fly out of that sand fall and you can't get to them otherwise. Or, well, they don't keep going on forever. Now, there is a tunnel here that you can roll up, but I don't think there's anything for us to actually do here right now. Kind of takes a little while to do. Oh, actually we can get a scan a little bit early. It's a blue root tree. Highly poisonous plant form. Durable tree with venomous leaves found on several worlds and desert climate zones. While an elegant, attractive plant, the tree's leaves are highly toxic. Few species can ingest the leaves and live. Many of them, such as space pirates, consider the deadly blue root leaf a delicacy. Huh. Something I didn't know about the space pirates. But if we try to go any further this way, we get blocked by the security gate. So, connected to a bomb slot on the other side, so we can't get any further that way. So we'll just jump up and make our way forward. Okay, on the other side of this is another Alpha Sand Digger. Need to get that scan again. Here it is. Can be a little difficult to target the sand diggers with charge shots sometimes, so it may be a little bit easier just to shoot regular shots at them from the side if they're not facing towards you. But for now, we're just going to climb up these steps. Got some more Agon Bearer pods. Just hoping to get some missiles back, because we'll need some. So, structural integrity of Princeton at critical, so just hit it with a missile and it'll crack and fall down. Now, the sandbats will start circling these bridges. If you want to avoid getting hit by them, just go into Morph Ball. Otherwise, you can kind of just risk getting hit. Actually, sometimes not even the Morph Ball works, but it's a safer bet than just like walking across. Let's see. Got a pretty big thing here. Structural analysis complete. Statue composed of ordinary alloys and stone. Purpose unknown. Possibly placed as a warning to travelers. Let's just clear these out of our way. Some more stuff to do in this room, but obviously we can't do it all just yet. Solar lens modified for use as part of the Luminos sonic security system. Lens is connected to a sonic control system. Sonic detection gear needed to interface with this system. Alright, we'll just jump across here. Oh, this is the bridge where Morph Ball really helps. Of course, as soon as I say that, I get hit. But believe me, it does work. Fortunately, can't destroy that because we don't have bombs yet. This is a space pirate crate. Space pirates strangely dislike theft. The only way into their crates is through the use of force. So, I'm wondering if we're going to see some space pirates soon. How about right now? So they did a redesign of the space pirates in this game. And, I don't know. They look alright. But of course we can scan them. They're creatures, off-world since they're not from Aether. Starfaring Brigand. Aggressive, well-armed bioform trained for combat and conquest, sworn enemy of Samus Aran. Space pirates suffered a serious defeat at Talon 4, yet they remain a powerful force for crime and disorder in the galaxy. The technology continues to advance. Even the lowly troopers receive numerous upgrades to his arsenal. Photonic power scythe and quantum assault cannon are now standard issue weapons for all troopers. So, these guys take either 2 charge shots or a charge shot and a missile to take out. They are a little bit more deadly than most of the foes we've faced at this point. So, just don't stand in place and strafe some, and that's the best way to avoid their shots. So let's see. Oh, this missile pack kind of stuck up in there. But for now, looks like all we can do is kind of go this way. Now I believe the way we want to go is there. But not right away. New creature sensory has been downloaded to your logbook. Brisgy, venomous insectoid, poison stinger, concealed in back of mounted shell. Finish it off quickly once the stinger is exposed. Brizky's tail ends in a venomous barb, which it conceals underneath a hard-packed layer of fused sand. A series of sharpened ridges along its body discourages most predators. Those foolish enough to harass the Brizky are quickly introduced to its deadly sting. So you'll need a missile to actually expose the stinger, and then a few more shots to actually take it out. So, got this guy here. Nothing else to scan in the immediate area. It's the pirate security system here, so these series of gates and such. Well, this isn't. This is a Luminoth statue, but yep, same deal with this bridge here. Just shatter it. So we'll get some of our ammo back. Okay, we've got another scan coming up here. Take this one slow as well. These are shriek bats. They will basically dive bomb you once you get close enough. It is very difficult to scan them once they're in flight, particularly because it actually takes a few seconds to get the complete scan. So these guys will respawn infinitely in here, though. So if you don't get them the first time, then you can always just, be careful and get them another time. Shriek bat, territorial flying rodents, rapid flying explosive enemies, target and eliminate enemy at range if possible. Shriek bats have high internal temperatures, leading them to seek cool climates to dwell in. They prefer caverns, roosting on ceilings while hunting for small prey. Fiercely territorial, they will dive bomb anything that wanders near. This attack is fatal for the shriek bat as the impact sets off a discharge of thermal energy. So, I'm just going to stay back here and kind of snipe them from afar. You know what? We'll let this one, get off. If you stand in the blue root stuff for too long, it kind of blots out your visor with light. Just a nice little detail. So, we're here at Agon Temple. Now, we can't go any further in either of these directions because there's stuff that we can't destroy, so our only option is to go forward here. Now, we have another easily missable scan here. Kind of the same deal as last time. So this is the Alpha Sand Digger. Large tunneling bioform, extremely well armored, target exposed eyes to damage this creature. This appears to be a Sand Digger pack leader, larger and stronger than the normal members of its kind. Target both of its heads to damage it. I want to say this one is also on a timer. As you might have guessed, it's going to get possessed. This timer is actually a little more strict than the Alpha Splinter. So, again, scan it right away. So now, it's not just the Alpha Sand Digger. This is the Bomb Guardian. This is the first encounter we've had with something that has one of our stolen weapons. Bomb dropping Darkling. Enemies utilizing your Morph Ball Bomb unit. Although its armor is strong, its tail is exposed when moving. Its mouth can be hit when glowing. This Darkling Sand Digger has absorbed the ability to generate Morph Ball Bombs. It can throw bombs with considerable accuracy, and frequently there's a spread of bombs in its wake. Its head and tail are the only vulnerable spots on its body. Target them when they are vulnerable to neutralize and terminate this enemy. So, your goal is going to be hitting the tail to stun it. Once you stun it, you can fire at its mouth, and that is what will actually damage it. Now, the bombs have a pretty decent range on them, so don't get too close, if you can avoid it. It is harder to hit its tail from the side than it is with the regular Sand Diggers. So you can only do so much damage to it at a time, unfortunately. It does kind of have a cap on how much damage you can do to it at once. I think you have to basically do it in 4 different things. Now, what's funny is that it actually does not have as much health as the Dark Alpha Splinter does. But, you know, you also have to stun it in order to damage it, so. Not too difficult of a fight. I actually did not get hit by a lot of bombs there, which is not as easy as it might sound. So, we'll just suck in these pickups and grab ourselves our Morph Ball Bombs. Okay, in order to get out of here, we actually have to fire... Oops. Yeah, of course it wouldn't be that. So we have our Morph Ball Bombs back, and that's how we can destroy those. So we will continue on our way here. This is not a required scan, but basically just, you know, use the Morph Ball Bombs. What the game does not tell you is that once you have the bombs, you can use the jump ball in the trilogy version, which, you know, is very helpful. So we have, this is Agon's energy controller. And I think before we go any farther, I'm going to end this episode off here. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Metroid Prime 2. I've been redxparasite, signing out.